Hey guys, welcome to this special episode of me versus Mobius. If you don't know him, you probably do. He's Mr. Laskowski from the comments. Recently changed his name back to what it should be, which is Mobius Chicken Strips. I'm going to play Naya mid-range for game 1, and look at that, 60 cards. We're on the play with 5 land, a Cultivate, and a Palaka Worm. That gets punished by a whole lot, so we're just going to mulligan and have a look at... no acceleration this time, but we've got the Battle Driver Pack Leader. I really don't want to go to 6 in this deck. Maybe the first one was a bit better, but we're going to keep and hope that he's not playing aggro. But you know, let's see what he's up to. He told me he's going to show a bunch of bad decks, which you know, it's Mr. Mobius. They're all bad. Anyway, he starts off with the Gruul Gilgate. We are just we got a Thoctor, so we're just going to play the Boros Gilgate. We can get this thing out on the 3rd turn, and let's see what the Gruul Gilgate represents from him. If he's playing, you know, a 3rd color, or if he's just on the... No, he's playing a Jund deck with a Satyr Wayfinder, so it could be a Spider Spawning deck. See what he throws in the graveyard here right now. He picks up a Mountain, drops a Thrinax, a Ground Assault, and a Rabble Master, so it seems like it's kind of like a Jund aggro, potentially. I don't know if aggro is the right word, but anyway, we're just going to stick a Woolly Thoctar into play. And then, you know, next turn we'll probably just play the Battle Driver, and we can follow up with Nakatl with haste later on. But we'll see how it goes. He's got the 1/1 in play, and he's playing Thrinax. He's playing Rabble Master, so it's not you know, Rabble Master tells me it's not, you know, an extremely late game deck. Picked up Craterhoof Behemoth. We're quite a ways away from that, but I mean, got the 5/4. We're going to start swinging with this thing. I like how he entitles himself the beginner. That's pretty funny. But we're just going to jam the Ogre Battle Driver here. Stick that in play, and we're just going to try to beat down. He cycles a Viscera Dragger, so he gets to draw a card. And he's got an Unearth card in the graveyard now. So you can pay 2 mana to bring that out as a 3/3 with haste. And he's playing a Banefire. I think he's probably going to get rid of the Battle Driver, which is a good call because it's a pretty strong card here. Right now I'm stuck on 4 mana, and Mobius will tell you that if you're stuck on 4 mana, then you're building bad decks. But because I've got these 3 big cards here that I can't cast. Now I've got this guy as a 2/2 right now, unless I pick up a Mountain. But I'm just gonna whack him for another 5. Just gonna hit him for 5, take him to 10. But watch out for that Unearth in the graveyard, and we're just gonna put a 2/2 in play. If we get a Mountain, we'll have a 3/3. But I feel like I need the presence right now. Alright, let's see what Mobius is up to. I know his gamer tag is I abuse welfare and all that sort of stuff. I call him Mobius because that's what his name is. You know, if you've been to the forums at all, he is Mobius Chicken Strips. So you know, that's who he is. I'm thinking here now. I tend to think a lot more. I'm stumbling on my words. Against this guy, you know, I've actually got to think. So right now I want to get a Mountain into play tapped, and then I'll grab a Forest, which I can play and hold up to Ground Assault. But I mean, it's not something that I'm going to want to use on a 1/1. But either way, we've put our Nakatl up to a 3/3. Going to attack for 8 here and see what the block looks like. He's going to chump the Thoctar. He's got 5 mana. No rescue from the underworld. So we're just going to pass. And let's see what he's going to play. A Resounding Thunder that's going to knock out the Thoctar. So goodbye. And then he's going to cycle another Viscera Dragger. So now he's got 6 power in the graveyard. So he's got this guy and this guy. He's on 7 and I've got a 3/3. He's on 6 mana. Top deck a basic. I can play this. If I don't, I can play this. He's got a Battle Driver of his own. And he's going to Ground Assault my 3/3. So now all of a sudden now he's taking over the board here. He's down to 3 cards in hand. So we shall see. I'm going to take out his Battle Driver. Definitely going to take out his Battle Driver. I'm not going to let that thing stick around and turn the tides. And then I'm just going to draw a card here. Again, hopefully it's a land so I can play the Palaka Worm next turn. It's not. It's a pack leader, but you know, we'll get one of those into play next turn and go from there. He's on 6 with 4 cards in hand, 7 life. We've got 4 cards in hand on 6. 19 life. So he's playing Treasured Find. He's going into his graveyard. Let's have a look and see what he's grabbing. It is the Battle Driver, so he's obviously got something in his hand that he wants to cast right now, or he's also got that Unearth too, you know what I mean? So the Viscera Draggers will come out as 3/3s, but they'll end up as 5/3s because of the triggers. So honestly, I'm just gonna on 6 mana. Do I take a turn off? I can't have him swinging at me with those Viscera Draggers. Honestly, I just have to kill that Battle Driver. If he wants it back, then it must mean that it's something that I should kill. So we're just gonna get in for 1 here, and he's down to 2 cards. So hopefully, that's a good sign. But we'll see. He's on 7 mana. He can cast anything that he draws here now. He's on 8 mana. Which probably seems like it could be a little bit of mana flow. We got a Stormbreath Dragon though. That could be a problem. You know, it's a 4/4 flying haste with protection from white. And yeah, so that could start the whole beatdown process on his side. Really would like to get the Blockworm in play here. It's a gate, so we're not going to. Just going to swing for 1. And also, he's got that 6 power in the graveyard. He's going to Thunder the Visionary, so that tells me that he's, you know, well, he's on 6 life, and you know, he's afraid of losing the race. We're just going to play the Pack Leader, and we can cast the Blockworm next turn. But like I said, he's got the 6 power in the graveyard that he can bring out here now. Interesting to see what he top decked. So he's just going to Monstrosity by the look of it, I think. Yeah, so now he's got a 7 power flyer. And it's going to deal 3 damage to me, taking me to 12. And he's going to swing on in over the top, maybe, but he's on 6. He could just preserve his own life total here, which wouldn't be the worst decision in the world. Yeah, and that's what he's going to do. So I wonder. I've picked up a Brimaz. I think I'm going to play the second Pack Leader, to be perfectly honest, and make sure I hold open double white for the Brimaz. So here we go. I'm going to play this and hope to draw a land. Let's see. It's a Banefire. That's not what I wanted to draw. So if he has a Resounding Thunder or a Banefire, then I'm just dead. But you know, otherwise I get to cast a Blockworm and gain 7 life. So we'll see if not gaining that 7 life there was a mistake. We will see. Any big burn spell is going to kill me here now. He just plays land. Okay, so it doesn't look like he has a big burn spell. And right now, with him in 1 card in hand, I think I'm just going to Craterhoof him. You know, we're going to play this guy and give everybody trample. We're going to draw a pair of cards. And I'm going to say yes, just, you know, for style points. And draw a pair of planes, give everybody trample, and hope that that 1 card in his hand is not Fog. Hopefully it's not Fog. Doesn't look like it. It's not a Fog. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've been playing against Mobius for a very long time. When I first got into Magic, which was, my daughter was born in 2012. I'm going to go pick a deck now. And I took 6 months off work to take care of her. And I'm gonna play the Killing Fiend deck. Yeah. So anyways, I needed a game that I could play while I was feeding her a bottle, you know. And I ended up discovering Magic. Ended up joining the forums. 2-player game. Wait a second, hold on now. We're on the Xbox One here. Change it private, create a lobby. So yeah, I needed a game that I could play with 1 hand while I was feeding her a bottle. Discovered Magic. My buddy was trying to get me into it for quite a long time. And I finally acquiesced. You know, once I had a need of playing an arcade game. So anyways, I ended up joining the forum, like I said, on the Mothership. I'm kind of waffling around here because I'm trying to think about what I'm doing and talk about it at the same time. But I joined the forum back on the Mothership, which is the Wizards of the Coast official boards. And, you know, bumped into this guy who was obviously a pretty good player, I could tell. And, you know, just ended up playing a few games with him, saying, hey, you know, like, see what we can do. He improved my play a lot. Obviously, not enough. But I haven't played against him in quite a long time. It's nice to be finally, you know, playing against a real player again rather than the random people that you find in the lobbies. Look at that, 60 cards. Anyways, we got good mana, but no threats. Thing about the Killing Fiend deck, you want threats in your hand. Right here, no creatures, 2 Artful Dodgers going to 6. Pyromancer, Gutter Snipe, 3 mana, that's playable. Gonna take that. Mr. Welfare has gone to, he's gone to 6 and played the turn 1 Cloudfin Raptor. So I'm just gonna play an island and hold up the Vapor Snag. In case he, if he evolves it and taps out, I may just bounce it. It may be a waste of a spell. He's playing a 2nd Raptor. So, he could have Military Intelligence and just trigger it without having any power on the board. But he didn't hit a 2nd land drop. So I'm just going to play the Pyromancer here. And I'm probably just going to set up Pyromancer in the Gutter Snipe and take over the game from there. But let's see if he can evolve this and put some pressure on in the air. He really needs a 2nd land. He's got a Triton Shorestalker. That's going to evolve both Raptors. So now he's got 2 power in the air and an unblockable dude. So we're looking at 2 here. No, he's going to keep 1 back. Okay, so we're looking at 1 here. Plays his 2nd land, so he does have it. He's down to 3 cards. Got a Krenko's Command. So I think, honestly, keep open the Shock and the Vapor Snag. I don't know, I really want to be able to shock. I don't want one of those Raptors getting out of control. What do I do here? Do I just fucking Gutter Snipe? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. I have no idea what to do here against this. Like, how do I win this race? Do I shock something? You know? I'm going to do this. Get rid of that flyer right there, make a token. Hold up the Vapor Snag. I don't know. It's hard to say what I should do there, but I'm sure he'll trade a Shorestalker for a Pyromancer, so I'm not going to go there. See if he hits his 3rd land. He does. He's playing mono blue aggro, and he's not attacking. Yeah, so we'll just hold off here. I'm going to play the Gutter Snipe. See if he has counter spells in his deck. He may, but he's not showing them. So again, we're just going to take a turn off from attacking here. We've got the Gutter Snipe in play. See what he does on 3 mana. If he attacks or no. He's coming in with the unblockable, which is fine. We can take 1 here. And here comes another Shorestalker. So he's got a bunch of unblockable nonsense. Not going to Vapor Snag that thing just yet. Picked up another Gutter Snipe. Probably just going to play it out, honestly. Probably just going to play it out. And try to kill him with Gutter Snipe triggers. He's got that 1-2 though, so my elemental token can't swing. So for now, I'll come in with the Gutter Snipe. If he double blocks, I can Vapor Snag. Alright, here it comes, and let's Vapor Snag, see if he has a negate. That would really fucking suck. But we'll see. We get a token and a pair of Gutter Snipe triggers at the very least, and a point of life loss if the Vapor Snag resolves. So there goes the Raptor, and the Gutter Snipe will take out the Shorestalker. And we'll just pass. We've got him on 15, we're on 18. Got a decent board, and he's in mono blue. So there's no real threat of a sweeper coming here. So he's just got the 1/1, picked up another land, which isn't fantastic, but it's not the worst thing in the world. We're going to bring everybody except the Pyromancer here. Let's just attack like that. See what he's got. If he's got a Quickling, he's going to flash in a Pestermite, which I walked right into. And I didn't get my Gutter Snipe triggers. He's going to tap down my red mana. I look like a fucking idiot right now. Yeah, I look like an idiot right now because he gets to keep me from triggering Gutter Snipe twice and just kill one of my dudes. So yeah, I look like a fucking idiot. Yeah, that's what happened there. Okay, anyway, so here comes green mana. Oh, that's the problem. That is the problem right there. And here comes Visionary to evolve the Raptor. Draw him a card. Yeah. Really pissed off about that last turn. I should have just taken the triggers while I had them. I mean, it's not like counter spells can stop them. But you know, what are you gonna do? He's got to have decent board here now too. So I'm just gonna do this here now. Let's just do this. We've learned from our mistakes. Missed out on a ton of damage, and you know, if we lose this game, it's because we're terrible at Magic, and can't even really profitably attack here, to be honest. So yeah, just gonna pass. Really fucked this game up, and can't wait for it to be over. Honestly, I'd like to lose now. After that Pestermite play, I think he deserves to win the game after that. But we'll see what happens. Here comes another Shore Stalker. So there's a bunch of stuff. You know, I gave him way too much time, and now he's going to make me pay for it. He's coming on in here with an unblockable. No, he's just gonna sit back. Which is the right thing to do. I'm still drawing a pile of land here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let's just keep the Pyromancer and the Gutter Snipe home, and just bring in the tokens, and see what happens. He can just nuke one of them for free, obviously with the Clouch and Raptor, but he's gonna have to trade off on the rest if he wants to block them, and he's gonna do that. Is he gonna? Yeah, he's just gonna do it. Yeah, okay. Which is, I don't know if it's fine by me or not. I'm just gonna hold the lands in hand just to make him think I have cards, but he knows better. Man, did I really walk into a Pestermite that poorly? Yep, I did, and he tapped down my red mana. So, lesson learned. You know, that's why he's always ragging on me in the comments, because he's obviously a much stronger player than I am. And we pick up an Artful Dodge. Okay, so we get a pair. So let's see. We're going to make the Gutter Snipe unblockable. That's going to generate a token, and it's going to trigger the Gutter Snipe for 2. And then we're going to flash back, which is going to target the Pyromancer. That's going to make another token and ding him for 2. And that's unblockable. He's on 5. We get to swing for 4. Unblockable. See if he's got a bounce spell or something of the nature. Get him down to 1. And again, pass the turn with 3 land in hand. Let's see if a Pestermite comes into play here. He's going to play Quickling. I imagine he'll pick up the Elvish Visionary and draw another card. Now he's evolved his Cloud and Raptor up to a 2/3. And back comes the Visionary. And he's going to draw a card here. Obviously, he's going to play that. See what he picks up. He's got 3 cards in his hand. And, you know, now he's playing Military Intelligence, but if he taps that last mana, no, he's got 2 mana now. I can go wide around him, but if he has a bounce spell, so he's attacking here, that tells me that feels like a concession right there. But I don't know, he's got some tricky nature. But anyway, we picked up a spell, so I'm just going to cast it, and hopefully the Gutter Snipe trigger will win the game. And there it is. Okay, anyway, yeah. Wow. I didn't deserve to win that game. You know, I played poorly. He mulliganed to 6 in a Simic deck and didn't have a forest. So that's more about RNGs than it is about Hakeem. That's yeah, that Pestermite play. That's gonna haunt me for the rest of my life. But that's, you know, that's why I like playing against Mobius, and that's why I like him in the comments getting on my back, because it makes you a better player. You know, to have someone constantly saying, "No, you could do better. You could do better." I'm just gonna equip Jund mid-range here now, and that's the thing. I mean, you can sit down, you can play the game, and you can win 100 games in a row, and feel good about yourself. But at the end of the day, you could always be better at this game. Alright, so let's change it to private. I'm starting to learn the Xbox One nuances here. And let us invite the Watermelon Slice. Invite him to the game. What are we at here now? We're at 19 minutes. Hopefully we can get 4 games in. But we'll see how the time goes. I'm worried, you know, my commentary in this matchup is probably not going to be the best thing that I've ever done, because playing against Mobius is just, I don't know, whenever I'm playing against him, I just get extra, I don't know if it's not nervous, it's not the word, but I get I don't know what the word is. Like it's like playing one-on-one against Michael Jordan. You know, it's just like wow, you know. Anyway, so here we go. Let's pop on into another game here. We played Naya mid-range, then we went aggro. Now I'm playing Jund mid-range, and then I'm going to play a total control next game. So here we have, on the play, we have all three colors and a wayfinder to find a third land. We got Resounding Thunder, Storm Breath, we got Treasured Find, which goes well with the wayfinder. So I'm going to keep this, you know, it's a two-lander, but, you know, Satyr Wayfinder is very, very likely to get us that third. So we'll pass it back over to Mobius and see what he starts with. It is a Rakdos Guildgate. I have a very strong feeling we're going to be seeing some corpse blockades. But, you know, I'm looking for green mana since I picked up a second Guildgate. I've only got one green source, but I got double black, double red. Ended up picking up a Swamp, which is not fantastic. And passing it back to him. But yeah, his Rakdos Steel and Sacrifice deck. Excuse me, if that's indeed what he's playing, it plays Corpse Blockade. And he's playing a Bloodghast. But yeah, it plays Corpse Blockade, which is a 1/4 defender for 3 mana. It's a sacrifice outlet, and I don't really like the card. So I'm just gonna yeah, I'm just gonna block that thing if he attacks with it. Do I want to Treasured Find anything here? Not at this point. Do I really need Resounding Thunder on this turn? I don't think so. So let's play the gate while I can. Yeah, Corpse Blockade. Let's see, hopefully we see it. It's a zombie for Graveborn Muse, which is what he keeps telling me. So he's attacked here before playing his land, obviously. So I'm just going to take the 2 for now. Because if he plays the land, second main phase, and I block, he can get his Bloodghast back. And here comes a Blasting Station. So yeah, it is his steal your creature, then sacrifice it deck. So, no, yeah, I'm just going to play the gate and swing for 1. And suffer some serious Bloodghast beatdown. I'm playing a whole bunch of fat here, which is not good. Not good against this deck because he's playing Act of Treason, he's playing Portent of Betrayal. He's got a Sacrifice outlet online. He can just ping me for 1 after he swings for 2 and then play land and get his Bloodghast back, which is pretty sweet. So he hits me for 2. This is what I envision happening here. He's going to sacrifice it to the Blasting Station. No, he's just playing land. Okay, well, I'm not going to play Resounding Thunder here. Anger of the Gods is good. You know, Anger is good against a Bloodghast. It exiles it, but I know he's got a ton of steal spells. I know he does. But I'm going to play out the Stormbreath Dragon here. And what's going to happen is that I'm going to attack him for 5. He's going to steal it. And then swing at me. And then he's going to sacrifice it and ping me with it. He must not have one of those spells to steal. Okay, that's interesting. Augur Spree gives a creature +4/-4. So it just outright kills the Stormbreath Dragon for 3 mana at instant speed, which is pretty good. So now he's untapping here with 4 mana, a Bloodghast, and a Blasting Station. Again, I'm expecting at some point to see him connect for 2, sacrifice it to the station, aim a point of damage at either my face or the Wayfinder, and then play land to get the Bloodghast back. But he's not doing that so far. Got a couple of 7-drops here. I'm a bit away from those, so and I've also Treasured Find, Banefire. Got an Anger of the Gods. I think I potentially have to do that on this turn. That Bloodghast is just chipping away, and actually, he can sacrifice his Bloodghast. If I put Anger on the stack, he can sacrifice his Bloodghast to the Blasting Station, and it won't get exiled. That's annoying. That's a little bit annoying. Banefire, Treasured Find. I'm just gonna pass. See what he does. He's gonna come on in here for 2. I mean, I'm pretty much dead to a single Act of Treason now. Do I have to kill this thing? You know, do I have to kill it? I mean, and when he brings it back into play, he gets to untap. You know, the Blasting Station will untap. Yeah, there's nothing I can really do here. Picked up a Ground Assault. Just gonna hold back the 1/1 now. I'm gonna start the whole blocking process. Oh man, like I'm playing this game like terribly. It's just this guy. I play against this guy. I don't know what the hell to do. I'm afraid of everything. So I'm gonna block here. I'm going to block. Alright, and let's trade. He's gonna play his land now. Here comes the Bloodghast. Back from the graveyard. He's still got 5 cards in his hand, and he's pretty content to beat me down with that thing. So if I were to Resounding Thunder this, would he sacrifice it? Let's see. Yeah, there it goes. Point of damage at the face. I don't know how. I don't think I can hit that thing with anger with the blasting station out. So, I mean, what do I have in here that I can go get? I mean, Act of Treason is just gonna punch me in the face. At least if I play a Palaka Worm, you know, I get to gain the 7 that I'm gonna lose. So here it is. You know, playing mid range against this deck is pretty bad. I think I've never played a game as poorly as I've played this one. I just don't know what to do against that Bloodghast and the blasting station. I have no idea how to play against it, since anger can't hit it. You can sacrifice it at instant speed. You know, just don't know how to beat it, knowing that he can steal my stuff. Here's Agent of the Fates, 3/2 Death Touch for 3 mana. And Heroic, when you target it, your opponent has to sacrifice a creature. So he's going to shock his own agent here for style points. Yep. And then he's going to sack his agent with that trigger on stack and throw a point of damage at my face. Extra style points. So he gets a point of damage through. And I lose my Palaka Worm. Boom. And I have to draw a card. It is a Golgari Guildgate. But I'm back up to 17. He hasn't seen a steal spell yet, which is pretty strange. And the land, of course, gets his Bloodghast back. And the blasting station untaps. So without a way to cast Anger of the Gods at instant speed, there's no way I can hit that Bloodghast and exile it. Inferno Titan is pretty big, but he's playing a lot of red mana in his deck. So he can actually steal this thing and buff it up and probably kill me on spot. So I wonder if... let's have a look at our deck. Let's just play RuneScar Demon. Let's go in and have a look at the deck. And see what we got in here that could potentially... I mean, I got the Banefire there. Do I have a Genesis Hydra in this deck? I don't think that I do, honestly. Shealdred is there. Arbor Colossus, Graveborn Muse. I don't think Genesis Hydra is in here. So I can use... I can use Treasured Find to get back a Banefire. So I guess Resounding Thunder is what I have to grab here. I'm running out of time. Please God, let me find a Resounding Thunder in time. I think that's what I take here. But anyway, I don't know how I've dodged a steal spell for this long. He's on 7 mana, and he's had his blasting station the whole time. So let's see. He's going to attack here. Obviously, I'm going to block, but then he's just going to sacrifice it, I imagine, to deal 1 point of damage to me. Yeah, and that's what happens. Still, I mean, he's 16 cards deep. Hasn't seen. As far as I know, he plays all 8 in there. I mean, I don't know his list from top to bottom. He's going to play a Devouring Swarm, another sacrifice outlet, 2/1 flyer. So you know, once he manages to finally grab a steal spell, and he's got. I picked up Shealdred. That's Swamp Walk. I mean, can cycle this. He's gonna chump block. I really need to come at him. But I also need to not die. I think he's sandbagging that steal spell, honestly. You know, to be perfectly honest, I think he's sandbagging it. So let's just attack for 6 here and see if he chumps and throws a point of damage back at me. Let's see if that happens. Yeah, he's going to chump here. So at least with Resound, he's going to sacrifice it to the blasting station, throw 1 at me. At least if he steals one of my creatures, which is, you know, my Runescar Demon, I can Thunder it in response, which will draw me a card and prevent that damage. So I think I'm just going to pass here. Honestly, I don't know if that's the right call or not, but I'm going to pass with Thunder open. See if you can get another creature into play that can block that Runescar Demon. If not, then if he passes the end step, he's getting his Bloodghast back. I might just cycle a Resounding Thunder, throw it at his face in the end step, and then untap, swing with Runescar Demon, and Treasured Find a Banefire. He's got another blocker. He's got another fucking blocker for it. So, yeah. I think the only way that I win this game, though, is just to throw Burn at his face, though. I think that's the only way I win this game. So let's do this. Draw a card, which is another Treasured Find. Pick up a Shadowborn Demon. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to throw it at his flyer so I can get in for 6, but he's going to sacrifice it for a point of damage. Throw that at our face. He's down to 2 cards in his hand. So there we go, that's gone. Okay, alright. So that happened, and now we get to swing for 6 in the air. Okay. It's going to take him to 5, and we can just Treasured Find a Banefire at this point. Do I do it now? I think I just do it now. Just get the Banefire back while he's on 5. And yeah, I think it's unbelievable that he's a third of his way through his deck without finding a Steel spell, and he's on 9 mana. I mean, to me, that just feels unfair, you know. I think, you know, maybe it's RNGs is just saying, hey, you know, stop being such a dickhead in the comments. But I like his dickhead attitude, to be perfectly honest. It's refreshing. And again, you know, the whole goal here is to get better at Magic, and you know, his comments are conducive to everyone getting better. So yeah, he's down to 5 with no cards. So I'm actually going to sacrifice the Runescar Demon and just swing on in for Exacties. Does that get me stall points? I don't know. It's hard because I think I misplayed the early portion of that game so poorly, and the only reason that I managed to win this game is because he drew 9 mana and absolutely 0 Steel spells. You know, I just think that I didn't play that game very well. You know, maybe once the mid game happened, you know, I think I started to turn my play around. But you know, sometimes I just get, you know, overwhelmed with like, what do I do? You know. Anyway, let's equip Total Control. Let's play Control deck. We've played 2 mid range and an aggro, so let's play Total Control. Let's go multiplayer. 2-player. Oh wait, let's cancel that because it's Xbox One. Got to change it to private. There is no ranked versus player. Going to create a match here and invite the the watermelon slice to a game. I'm still getting used to the interface here on the Xbox One. It's not what I'm used to. But anyways, here, where are we in terms of time? 33 minutes. 33 seconds. That's pretty weird. Make a wish. Make a wish. Yeah, well, I've already got 3 wins under my belt. You know, luck be a lady and all that sort of stuff. I've had some good draws here, and Mobius has you know, not had some good draws. He mulliganed to 6 in the second game, and you know, in that last game he just didn't draw a single Steel spell, which I thought I was just dead to it. I think, and that's one of my problems. You know, I get pretty downtrodden when I know that a game is a bad matchup. And, you know, I tend to play poorly because I just kind of give up way too early. That's one of my weaknesses. And, you know, when I give up, obviously, I don't even think about what I'm doing. But here, let's look at our hand. We've got 3 colors, no white. 2 white spells, which is a bit of a bitch. But we've got a couple of draw spells. This is pure and utter speculation, and we're on the draw. But I think I can get the Think Twice off and the Inspiration. Playing an Azorius Guildgate could be the combo deck. So I'm just going to play an island here and pass it back. Yeah, so I'm really banking on him not doing a whole lot while I draw some cards. And yeah, he just played an island and passed. We are going to not play a Savage Lands this turn. Are we? No, yeah, I've got plenty of mana. Actually, I don't need to draw a card right now. I'm just going to play a Savage Lands. Still don't have any white mana. And we see a Think Twice from our opponent. He's going to draw a card. And let's see if he hits the third land. And what he does, he's going to play Wall of Omens and draw a card. Takes him back up to 7. Let's see if he's got a third land. I imagine he played that first in case he picked up a gate or a tri-land. Right now we picked up a Traumatic Visions. We've got red. Let's just play another red mana. And got the blue in hand. Got to think twice. I suppose I could have played the island there to bluff a dissolve, but I don't have it, so it didn't cross my mind. Here's another Wall of Omens. Going to draw him a card again. So it looks like he's on the Azorius combo deck. His version is a little bit different to mine. He plays Mentor of the Meek and a bunch of other different things. We're going to draw a card here at the end of the turn. It is a Resounding Thunder. And so we got plenty of mana. Just going to play the Forest. Not going to worry about the double blue now, since we really have no reason to. And Mobius is going to play a Think Twice. And so yeah, he's tearing his way through the deck here with a bunch of Think Twices and a bunch of walls. I've got a Think Twice in the graveyard that I can flash back. Also an Inspiration in hand. And here comes an Archaeomancer, which is going to get him back one of his Think Twices, because yeah, that's all he's got in his graveyard. And here we... Inspiration costs me a card. I'll probably have to discard, but still it's more mana efficient than flashing back to Think Twice, so I'm just going to do it. Pick up a Jungle Shrine, and we got a Shock. So while he's tapped out, I'm going to kill that Archaeomancer before the whole Cloud Shift thing gets on the way. Just going to do that. We've got now 7 cards in hand, and a Think Twice in the graveyard that we can flash back. So, moving on up the ladder, 5 mana and play 2 more in hand, some good removal. Got the Baneslayer here. Don't have the second white source yet. And in fact, I may just fetch for it. He's playing a Sky Summoner. That's really bad. That's really bad. I don't want him to get that thing online. So I'm actually just gonna aim a removal spell at it in the end step. And see if he Cloud Shifts it. Let's just do that. See if he shifts it. Imagine he will. No, he's just gonna get a Drake out of it, which is fine. Fine by me. So he gets a Drake and draws a card. But he doesn't save it, so now he's just got a 2/2. And we picked up the extra white mana, but it comes into play tapped, so it can't cast a Baneslayer this turn. So we'll just pass it over again with a removal spell up, and now we've got a counter spell online. But he's got a flyer that can start chipping away at us. So here comes. Here comes the flyer, and let's see what he does in the second main phase on 6 mana. If he goes to 7, tries to jam a Bone Wand. He doesn't, so I'm just going to draw a card here from the graveyard with the Think Twice. Inspiration, okay. And pick up a Shock. Pick up a Shock. Just going to play out the Baneslayer here, see if he's got the counter. He doesn't. And let's just do this. So we've got Traumatic Visions open, and we've also got Shock open. And a Baneslayer Angel in play. I don't have any answer to Sphinx Bone Wand though, so if he manages to land one of those, I'm going to be in a little bit of trouble. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. So he flashes back, Think Twice. And then he plays a Reprisal. Yeah, that'll do the job. That will do the job indeed. So there's nothing I can do to stop that. So my Baneslayer's dead. And let's see if he's got an Archaeomancer here. Certainly don't want to see it. He's on 8 mana now. And there's the Bone Wand. I did not want to see that. So let's just shock this thing. Yeah, I did not want to see the Bone Wand. Letting the counterspell shield down there for the Baneslayer opened the door for that. So I probably lost the game because of that line. You know, it would be nice if this exiled an artifact, but it doesn't. It does not do that. So it kind of got to go down the whole Resounding Thunder to the face plan now. But I'll hold up the counterspell mana. And how much mana do I have? Honestly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. He's going to Cloud Shift a Wall of Omens. Which is unfortunate. Honestly, because if I can't Thunder, it's out of range. So anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna hold open this. I'm gonna take the ping to the face. He's gonna draw another card. This one is looking pretty bad for me. Honestly, it's looking pretty shitty. He untaps now. His Cloud Shift is in the graveyard. I imagine we'll see an Archaeomancer. But we don't. We don't see an Archaeomancer. So I think I just thunder his face here, honestly. I mean, this is really... direct damage is where I have to go here to beat that Sphinx Bone. So he's going to think twice. That's going to throw 2 at our face. And then he's going to flash that back, I imagine. Depends on what else he has in hand. That draws him a card. Picked up an Inspiration. He doesn't flash it back yet, though, so he must have something else going on. I'm just going to play the Jungle Shrine, and I've got a pair of Inspirations in hand. Life total is pretty even here, but now here comes the flashback thing twice to send 3. I mean, I really can't counter that as much as I would like to. But I can't. I've got to wait for something a little bit more scary than a draw spell. Anyway, he's going to untap now. Oh, he's actually, by the look of it, he's got another spell in hand. He's going to flash. Oh, yeah, he's got another thing twice in his graveyard. So that's another 4. Yeah. Not good. Not good. He's got 8 cards in his hand right now. And 9 mana on the battlefield. So let's see. Let's see. It is an Archaeomancer. I have to counter that, unfortunately. Cannot let him have it. He could have a Dissolve to stop the Traumatic Visions, but yeah, he does. So that's the game right there. Dissolve gets him in for 5. He picks up a Cloud Shift out of his graveyard, and all he has to do is shift his Mancer 1 time. And that is the game. So let's see. He's coming in. He's going to go get that Cloud Shift. I mean, I'm 99% certain, but he could have a Style Point. Yeah, it is Cloud Shift, so he's just going to shift the Mancer here, and the Bone Wand is going to be lethal. So there it is. I think it's 6 to the face, and kaboom. All right, well, I've been sitting here for 42 minutes, 9 seconds. I really, honestly, got to go use the washroom. I've been, like, fidgeting here for, like, the last 10 minutes, trying to do commentary while I've got to pee. Just, that's more than you want to know. Anyway, so, that's Mr. Stephen Laskowski, a.k.a. Mobius Chicken Strips. Hopefully he and I can get in some more games. You know, on the Xbox One, if we can set up some times. I really enjoy playing against him, and I enjoy his comments. He's an excellent Magic player. Bit of a dick, but you know, if you want to get better at the game, you gotta have a bit of thick skin, right? So you know, definitely watch out for his comments, and yeah, hopefully we get to play some more games in the future. All right, guys, thanks for watching this Mobius Chicken Strip special, and we will see you next time.